morning, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. We're having a beautiful Friday morning here on WITBANK once again.
Time to wake up.
Rowan's fishing with me today.
What's up?
Yeah, like I said, we're on WITBANK again, the honey hole as we call it. I think today's goal, what we're going to do is we're going to try to get Rowan onto a personal best. We've always been quite competitive against each other in the fishing aspect, but it's always good fun. And the other day, he's always excelled on his personal best. My personal best was a 2.2. Then Rowan hit it, and he beat me with a 2.5.
2.5, yeah.
Which I tried to beat for about 10 months, and I just couldn't get it right. Then last week Friday, I managed to absolutely smash him on a 4.2. So today what we're going to do is we're going to try to get Rowan onto his new personal best. So that's the goal for today. Later on, I'm going to show you guys how I've rigged my rods and why I've rigged them for this time of the year like that. I've had a lot of requests from you guys saying, how do you fish your lures, what lures do you fish this time of year, and most importantly, how do we get stubborn bass to actually take lures? Because I've seen a lot of guys, they've been sitting on beds and they're busy poaching the bass on the nests, and they just can't get that bass to bite. Me personally, Rowan as well feels the same. We don't necessarily like taking bass off of a nest. We like to keep them there, let them spawn, get it out the way. Post spawn is going to be fantastic, so we'll wait for that sort of thing. But chances are you cast towards a bank, you're going to get fish off the nest. What we'll do is we'll then obviously remove the hook and get it back to that nest, or get him back to that nest as soon as possible, so we kind of keep the spawning process going without interruption. But yeah, I've seen some freaking slabs, tanks just swimming around here. The biggins. So hopefully we can get onto those today, and yeah, let's hope we can get Rowan onto his new PV.
Gonna smash yours.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Hey, boy, that's it. Yes. This thing's nice, eh? Woo. Hey, gotta jump. There we go. Yeah. You can feel every head shake, which is nice. Normally with a flexible rod, yeah, you don't feel that ting 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 from the head. It's crazy. Oh, this is nothing better than a light setup, eh? Huh? Nothing better than a light setup. Oh, yeah. 15-pound braid, eh? Ah, sure. Hey, first one on the barbie. Wow, is that your PV, dude? In my PV, bro. The big one. The big one. The big one. Big one. Show the camera. I am. Thank you, little fishy. Barbarian top water. It's something out of this world, eh? Because remember, when they take top water, they take it so aggressively. Yeah, I know. Oh, keep him, right? Keep him. That's a good one. Oh my god. Keep him, dude. Please don't lose him. Oh my gosh. Oh, take me some line. Oh my gosh. Please don't lose him. Oh my gosh. Take some line there. Oh. Play him nicely. Oh my gosh. I think it's just hooked. Play him nicely. Oh, dude, it's a chunk, eh? If you can bring him to me, I can net him. Okay. Yes! Yes! Yeah! Look at that slab. Nice, Rowan. On top water. Yes! Yeah, take the net. Take her out.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
I am shaky right now.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. That's so cool.
Check out this slab right here.
What do you guys reckon?
What do you guys think? I say 2.3.
So 2.3. I say 1.7.
Yeah, I actually think it's a 1 kilo, but I gotta be optimistic, yeah.
Right.
Okay, what do you guys think? Yeah, make a knot. I think I used to have a knot.
Okay.
Okay, so I said optimistically I said a 2.3. I doubt it. Didn't say a 1 point. What did you say? 1.7.
I say it's a 1 point.
Tell me!
It's a 1.9.
Ah! Just missed that 2 kilo.
1.915.
Ah, this thing's beautiful there.
On top water. That's why we came to this bay. Nice, Rowan. Take your fish.
Yeah, stop showing off my fish.
Hey guys, right, now there's a bit of a myth amongst fishermen that I kind of want to settle. I don't believe in it. A lot of people do. A lot of fishermen believe in this, that touching or putting on sunblock and then touching your lures is then going to cause you to catch no fish. Well, that's the myth I've heard. Right, so basically what I've been catching on today is I've cut one of my Senkos in half, so I've basically got a tiny little Senko there on a wacky rig, little brown pumpkin, and I'm actually going to take some sunblock. I'm going to spray it straight onto it and actually not skimp on it either, so it's literally dripping with sunblock right now. I'm going to cast this out, see if we can fix the myth, let's see if it's true or not. I don't think anyone else has the opportunity to try to do something like that, so let's try to get this done and see if we can get a fish on it. Sunblock on. Oh, got a bite. There we go, fish on the sunblock. Yes, fish on the sunblock. Stay on. There we go. Whoa. Okay. And that guys proves that sunblock does not let you catch fish. Perfect. Hey guys, so what an awesome day we've had, eh? It's been today is the reason why bass fishing is so addictive, why as a sports lover and an angler I absolutely love the sport. It's been such an amazing day. The wind hasn't gotten over 10 k's an hour today. The sun's been out the whole day. I'm roasted from head to toe. I'm gonna have a severe sock tan by the end of today. Oh, what a lovely day. I'm going to be diving into my setup in a minute now. What's the time now, Rowan?
10 to 4.
10 to 4. Okay, so we're going to start throwing top water now. Rowan hasn't yet managed to hit his PB today. Unfortunately, I beat his PB again today, which is just yeah. Sorry about that, Rowan. But anyway, there's always another time.
Maybe.
But yeah, chances are he's probably going to whack a massive slab on top water today. So we're going to stay here till about 8 o'clock. I'm going to try to get you guys as much footage as I can, obviously allowing the light. And yeah, today was just amazing. I'm going to leave. So for the guys that ask me what we normally catch on at WITBANK, I'm just going to run through what are pretty much what's my go-to lures at WITBANK. Number one first is obviously always the top water. I mean, top water at WITBANK is always phenomenal and always a great deal of fun. My personal preference for top water would be the Zara Spook. I use a junior. I've actually got it here. Let me show you guys. It's a little frog color. I don't know if you guys can see that there. Little Hayden Zara Spook. Often my retrieve is just a little twitch, and then a third twitch is a hard one, which will give quite a big splash, and then you pause it for about a good 20 seconds, and on that pause you often get the massive blow up. So that's normally my go-to. I know Max likes to use frogs, hollow bodies, which is obviously a must. I'm actually busy fishing with a pop at the moment, and it's starting to prove itself to me, which is awesome. Jerkbait for second of all. Jerkbait is just always a massive help. My biggest fish has come out off of a jerkbait today. We've hit some good fish on jerkbaits. I think my biggest today on a jerkbait was 1.4. It was 1.4, hey? Yeah, 1.4. So I know a lot of guys think that jerkbaits do catch a lot of small fish, and they're not wrong. Jerkbaits do catch a lot of small fish, but if you wean through those small fish, you'll definitely get the big ones out. I've always believed that, and I've proved that to myself time and time again. So definitely my jerkbait. Ooh, he's like it. I fish it on the bulletproof 6 foot 3 medium with the C1S 10-pound fluoro. Works like a charm, hey, like an absolute charm actually. Third bait of choice today was the the brown pumpkin wacky rigged. Sorry, I had to find my words there. That was actually quite deadly today. We must have caught over about 60 fish today on that. Nothing massive though. Obviously it is a smaller presentation of a bait, so you will pick up the smaller ones first on that. But don't let that fool you. I know Max was here last week Wednesday, and he picked up a 3.3 kilo on a wacky rig. So the big ones are out there, and they will definitely take smaller baits. Like I said, you just need to wean through them. Well, I guess that's just my opinion, but that's what I've learned through my years of fishing. What else? Flipping. I didn't pick up anything on punching and flipping today, but I normally fish that on my Outlaw 7-foot extra heavy rod, 65-pound braid, and just keep punching it obviously into the lilies, grass, so forth. Fished that with a fighting frog today. I got a tap, which made me realize that, okay, fine. On my iron feather, my waft iron feather medium heavies, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a June bug fighting frog. It's the larger fighting frog of the big bite baits, and I'm going to rig it as a little Texas, but with a 1/8 ounce pegged weight on it. And that's what I managed to pick up a couple of good fish on today, hey. And then biggest fish of the day coming out is 2.570 on the fighting frog, and yeah, that was a flipping fight of night. I loved that. It was awesome. But yeah, I'm going to do a couple of videos in the future regarding how to rig certain baits, or how I rig certain baits. Like for example on the wacky rig, we don't just use a standard O-ring when it comes to the wacky rig, as it just, when the fish start taking it and you start getting a massive amount of fish taking onto that, it just tears your bait apart and you start losing bait after bait after bait after bait. So what we normally do, but I'll actually demonstrate this to you guys in the next video, is that we take, it's that little shrink wrap electrical sealer that you normally take a lighter to, and it will shrink around your electrical joints. We cut those into little rings, put that over the wacky, whatever bait you want to fish it at, and press the hook right through that. Last week, I think I caught about 30 fish on the one Senko. Yeah, using that little, you keep your baits so much longer than what you would just with a standard O-ring. So yeah, I will run through a lot more of my gear and what I use and all the waft products that come along with what we do. Yeah, it's just been a long, very hot day today, but fun, hey. We're busy with top water at the moment now, which is also, oh, I just love top water. Yeah, I've been picking them up on Papa and Max. Max, always fishing with Max. Rowan, sorry. Rowan's been picking them up on the Berkeley Chopo, so Yeah, he actually hit a 1.9 this morning on the Berkeley chopper, which is awesome stuff. We had a bit of a bet going that if he could beat his personal best today on any lure, I'd give him the Berkeley chopper, but he hasn't come right yet. Oh yes. Wondering why it was sparking so hard, and I realized it hooked in the gill. Well, in the gill plate, so just chugged it, eh? Chugged it.